Hello and welcome to the second module of the Targeting Academy. Today, we're gonna define our target audience. It will be an extremely important module. If you don't complete the work here, if you don't do it, you won't be able to make your ads work. And this is the truth. So make sure you do the work in this module. It's gonna be maybe boring. For some of you, it's gonna be annoying. But when I go to the Facebook groups, I see a lot of people complaining about Facebook ads not working. And this is because they don't do this properly. To make it easier for you, I'm just gonna show you how you can do the work with ChatGPT. And we're gonna go into ChatGPT and we're gonna ask ChatGPT to help us create our target audience instead of us, but still we need to know what we're doing. That's why in this module number 2, I'm gonna talk about the 3 pillars of every successful marketing or Facebook ads campaign. I'm gonna talk about the power of one-to-one marketing, and those 2 concepts will completely help you become a top 1% Facebook advertiser. A lot of people don't understand these things. They don't understand the 3 pillars of any successful marketing campaign. They don't understand the power of one-to-one marketing. That's why when they go to Facebook ads and they're like, oh, Facebook ads are not working for me. Facebook ads suck. Facebook ads are just completely waste of money. But we're gonna change this in this module. Here, we're also gonna cover what is ideal customer marketing persona, why you need to develop your ideal customer marketing persona, how to develop your ideal customer marketing persona the best way, and I'm gonna show you how to get ChatGPT to do the work instead of us. Also, I'm gonna give you a 6-figure bonus tip. I'm gonna talk about filling the gap in your marketing. You're gonna understand what I mean by the gap in your marketing towards the end of this video. And this will be the number 1 concept you need to understand if you wanna scale Facebook ads, if you wanna scale your business. It is really, really powerful. So pay close attention. I'm gonna ask you to take notes. If you have some distractions, make sure you turn them off. Turn off the Instagram, turn off the TikTok, and completely focus on this presentation because it will be the number 1 thing that will help you run successful Facebook ads campaigns. And here, I'm just gonna share the story of how I discovered the importance of having a target audience. It takes me back in the day when I started my agency. Things were going quite well for me from the very start. I just quitted my job and I decided to go into the agency world. And the very first niche I was very successful with, I was helping YouTubers generate more sales for their online courses through Facebook ads. So this was what I was selling. I would find YouTubers and I would help them generate more sales for their online businesses using Facebook ads. But here there was like a little problem. In order for me to make my Facebook ads work for YouTubers, the YouTubers needed to have an online course that was educational, an online course where they teach something, and they need to have big channels like 250,000 subscribers. And for me, it was like very easy to get them results. All I need to do was just like run the ads. I knew everything. I had an amazing systems in place. So pretty much for every YouTuber I got as a client, I managed to get them pretty much, I think, $4 to $6 per subscriber in 1 year. So if somebody had like 1 million subscribers, I would help them generate over 2, 3, 4 million in online course sales per year. For some of them, it was like $2. For some of them, it could go all the way up to $4. So basically, with my service, I was able to help YouTubers make a lot of money, right? And one day I was just like, this service is amazing. My clients are happy. They're making a lot of money. I'm happy. The ads, the Facebook ads for YouTubers work great. So I decided that it's time for me to scale my business. So I decided to start reaching more YouTubers, right? And the way I decided to grow my business back in the day was to send cold emails. So this is what I did. I made a list of 2,000 to 3,000 YouTubers who had 2,250K subs and had an online course. And I decided just to like let them know that I have this amazing service that's gonna work for them. If you think about it, it was just like a win-win situation. Everybody makes money, right? So I made the list, and every day I had this little routine. I would wake up and I would email between 25 and 50 new YouTubers. And it was kind of like hard work for me because I was just doing it manually. It took me maybe 3 to 4 hours, and I just hated doing lead generation for my own business. And to reward myself, after I completed the cold emails, after I emailed 50 new YouTubers, I would go to the near coffee place I would get me a nice iced latte. And it was just very good idea for me to email YouTubers. And out of this activity, I managed to close a few clients, right? But here was the problem. If you are familiar with YouTube and how this space works, there aren't that many people who have 250K subscribers on YouTube and also have educational videos, educational online courses. So the niche I was selling to was quite small, and pretty much I ran out of people to sell to. Pretty much everybody I wanted to work with or was a good fit, I already emailed, I already talked to, we had a call. So pretty much in order for me to scale my business, I needed to find new YouTube leads, but I was out of leads. And the other thing I heard a lot of marketing gurus say is that I need to create a new offer, because they would say more offers equals more money. I thought it was an interesting idea back in the day, but I know that from experience that creating new product or new service creates a lot of work. And I was like, what product or service to create to YouTubers, right? Because I was doing Facebook ads management done for you. So basically I was managing ads for people, for YouTubers, and it took all my time, right? And if I wanted to create a new service or new product, I needed to think of what service or product these YouTubers need. And I also had to create a product or service that is actually good, that people would like to spend money on. And I talked to some of my clients, and I couldn't really find a way to sell them like a new product or a new service that is actually good, that they benefit and enjoy. And even creating like new products and services would add a lot of complexity in my life. It would make it just very, very complicated, because I thought about offering them email marketing, but this is just completely different business. There are like a lot of details I didn't know about email marketing. I wasn't sure if it's gonna work. So I decided that it's not the time to create a new product. Also, I could start selling my service to smaller YouTubers, but I knew from experience that smaller clients won't bring me enough money. And for me to make them profitable, I also needed to create somehow smaller services, if that makes sense. So I was offering Facebook ads for YouTubers. In order for me to help smaller YouTubers, I needed to create funnel building as a service. And funnel building is like hardcore. So I needed to help YouTubers build the funnel, then build the ads. It's like a lot of time, a lot of energy, and of course, a lot of money is involved in order for me to make smaller clients successful. So new offers or just like adding new little services wasn't something I could really do. And the question I asked myself, what was the easiest way to grow my business? The more I thought about new products or service, the more I knew it was a very bad idea for me. I asked myself, what was the path to grow this business with less effort? I didn't want to change my marketing and landing pages. I didn't want to change my service or add a new service. And the only thing I could really change was the person I was selling to. So instead of going to YouTubers, I decided to try selling to somebody else. And I was like, who is like the closest to the YouTuber I could sell to, right? And I came up with the idea to start selling to people who sell high ticket online courses. I called this customer avatar the course creator, and I started researching. I was like, who are those people? What do they do? What are the software they use? What are the places they go to online? And I discovered that my high ticket course creator customer avatar is using a software called Kartra, right? Kartra is similar to ClickFunnels, similar to Lead Pages. It's a website building tool, landing page building tool. So I created my Kartra profile just to see how this software works and why so. And I just wanted to figure out why so many high ticket course creator use this tool. And when I went on Kartra, I saw that you can go on Kartra and create an expert profile. And other people who use Kartra can go into the expert section and they can hire other experts. So it's basically like Upwork, but it's based on Kartra. And I decided to create my profile there just to see what's gonna happen. I set up my profile and it was during the summer. So the next day I had to go to the seaside, right? So I went to the seaside. I was there for a few days. I completely forgot about my profile or Kartra, and I completely forgot about my ambition to scale my business because it was time to relax. It was time for a vacation. But while on vacation, some of those course creators started messaging me through Kartra, right? They were like, I found your profile on Kartra. Could you help us do this Facebook promotion for our online course? And while on vacation for a very short week, I managed to sign up 2 clients. And the only thing I did was I set up an expert profile on Kartra. And this was like, in my head, I'm just like, before that, I had to wake up every day early, send 50 cold emails to YouTuber. But at this point, I'm sitting on the seaside, I'm drinking my coffee, and I'm just like signing up clients without doing anything. I was like, oh my God, changing my customer avatar would be the easiest money I ever made, right? And this is the power of really understanding how customer avatar works, right? This is the power of knowing your audience. And I just wanted to share this story because this is how I experienced the importance of knowing your audience. And here, I'm just gonna give you the 3 pillars of every successful marketing campaign. And I'm just gonna ask you to really understand that. So every successful marketing campaign has audience, message, and offer. By audience, what I mean, audience is the person you want to target. So are you going after YouTubers? Are you going after course creators in my case? And I give this example because it's the closest to my heart. Then we have the message. What's the best message to get the YouTuber? What's the best message to get the course creator? And then you have the offer. And by offer, this means your product or service you're selling to. So you need to have these 3 things right in order to get your marketing campaigns to work. And by marketing campaigns, I mean Facebook ads. So in this module, we're gonna work on our audience. We're gonna create our audience. And in the next modules, we're gonna target our audience with the right Facebook ad. So it's gonna all come together. If you bought this online course, I assume you already have the offer. So we're just gonna talk about the audience and the message. And the audience, targeting the audience happen within Facebook Ads Manager. And when we talk about the message, this will be our Facebook ads, our headlines, our Facebook ad copy, our images, and our video. So just capture this slide. Think about your audience, think about your message, think about your offer. So how do you connect the dots? You need to connect the dots. You need to connect the audience, the message, and the offer. And you need to ask yourself, what's the best message so I could target this audience so they buy my product? It is really, really simple. But a lot of people, they just think about different things. They think about what bidding should I use in my Facebook ad? What audience should I target in my Facebook ad? How to create the remarketing? They have all those like stupid technical questions, but they don't really understand that their ads are not working because they have something wrong. They either have the offer, they either have the message, they either have the audience wrong. And this is extremely important. And when we go to like Facebook ads, we talk about audiences. And this is another thing that a lot of people find confusing. Audience. So when I say audience, probably you picture a lot of people. You picture a lot of people sitting in a room, or you picture a lot of people outside the street. So when we run ads, we target audiences, and a lot of people make the mistake of thinking they target everybody. But this is a quote by one of the forefathers of advertising, and I really need to understand it. Claude Hopkins said, "We cannot go after thousands of men until we learn how to win one." Right? Because I'm pretty sure that you heard the term stereotypes. So if you cannot sell to one, you won't be able to sell to many. So good marketing starts with one. And that's the power of one-to-one marketing. So whenever you create a campaign, you don't think about the audience. You think about the one person who is within the audience. So you try to win one, not many. And this is what I call one-to-one marketing. I know that a lot of people talk about business-to-customer marketing or business-to-business marketing, but at the very end of the day, you need to win one human being. This human being for you, this customer avatar for you, might be the sales manager, might be the single mom, might be a father of two, might be somebody who is a YouTuber. So this is all up to your marketing, but you really need to be good at winning one person. And to take this point home and to make it like super simple for you to understand, there is another saying that goes, the person who chases two rabbits catches neither. So my advice to you when you go on Facebook ads is to start by chasing just one rabbit, one person, one human being, one customer avatar. And here I mention one customer avatar, one customer marketing persona. It's pretty much the same. And I'm just gonna give you the definition. An ideal customer marketing persona is a semi-functional or real representation of your perfect customer. This persona is constructed based on market research and real data about your existing customers. It provides detailed insights about who your target customer is, what they want, their decision-making process, and how they behave. The ideal customer marketing persona is a tool to improve your customer understanding and move the business in the direction you want to move it. And this is the definition because some people will be academic. I'm not really academic. I don't think about it in a scientific way. The way I think about customer marketing persona is, who do I really want to sell to? Who is my dream client, right? And I try to make it real. I want to find a real person. Here in my slide, I say semi-functional because for you who are just starting out, that might be a guess, but I truly advise you when we talk about marketing personas would be to talk about real people, because at the end of the day, we're trying to sell and run ads to real people. We're trying to make real money with our Facebook ads. Okay? And so creating your ideal customer marketing persona has its own benefit. When you go on Facebook ads, you can target better. You can better segment your audience. When you go to Facebook ads, you can just make a much better ad copy. Your ads will have extremely good messaging. Whenever your ideal customer avatar reads your ad or sees your ad, they'll feel like you really understand them. You'll be able to allocate your budget more efficiently, right? So you'll know what are the marketing personas that work better for your business. You'll know what are the marketing personas that bring you the most money, right? Based on your marketing persona, you'll be able to develop new products and services. You'll be able to improve your customer experience. And most importantly, you'll be able to measure and analyze the success of your marketing based on your customer personas. So there are like a lot of benefits of why you need to spend time into developing your ideal customer marketing persona, right? Now, I've created a worksheet that will help you create your marketing persona. So I'm going to advise you, if you already have real people that are already buying for you, ask yourself the question, what is my best customer? And just kind of like backwards create the marketing persona based on the real person. However, if you don't have your marketing persona ready, if you're just starting out, if you're not selling to anybody, what you can do is you can go on Reddit. You can find Reddit communities that are related to your marketing persona and just research and just start reading. So I'm just gonna go on Reddit, and there are like a lot of communities on Reddit. And based on their answers, based on their questions, I'm gonna create my marketing persona. So just let me show you real quick. Okay, so this is Reddit, and let's say I'm selling to people who run Facebook ads. So I'm just gonna go to Reddit, and there is a subreddit called Facebook ads. And I'm just gonna open this and I'm gonna start reading. I'm gonna select the hottest trends, and I'm just gonna start reading, right? And let me select the top forums for this month. And based on that, I'll know what are people talking about, right? So I'm just gonna start reading. And just by reading, I'm just gonna get the idea about the people. So another thing you could go to is Twitter. You can go on Instagram. You can go on Facebook. You can go talk to people one-on-one. But what you want here, the end goal is to really understand a human being. That's the end goal. You need to know what are their fears, what are their problems, what are their issues, what are their dreams, and to help you make this process much easier, I've created this worksheet. In order to edit this worksheet, you just need to click on File, make a copy, and that way you'll be able to answer the questions. So basically, what I did here is I lay down the questions that you need to answer in order to have your marketing persona ready. So I'm just gonna ask you to complete 2 or 3 marketing personas based on real people. You're gonna get the real people if you go on Reddit, if you go on Twitter, if you go on Facebook groups, if you talk to people. That way you understand. And please make it based only on one person. So you just answer the questions in order and you have your marketing persona ready. It is as simple as that. So the first section of the worksheet is demographic information. What is the age range of your ideal customer? What is their gender, etc. Next, geographic information. Where do they live? What's the country? Do they live in urban or suburban? Then we have psychographics. For example, what are their lifestyle preferences? You just need to keep on reading, right? You just need to go on Facebook groups. What I like about Facebook groups is you can just find somebody who has a problem. You can click on their personal profile and you can just go on their feed and you can just read. You can just see what pictures they're posting, what they're talking about, and you're gonna get a very, very good idea. I promise you. So psychographics, their interests and hobbies, their values and beliefs, etc., etc. Then we go into behavior. What kind of media does your ideal customer consume? How do they make purchasing decisions? What roles does social media play in their life? And those are very, very important questions because here you know if they go on Twitter, if they go on Reddit, right? If they listen to podcasts, and that will help you a lot later on when you go on Facebook ads to target those people. Then we have section 5, pain points and challenges. Then we have section 6, brand interactions. We have additional characteristics. Here we have creating the persona, and I said give them a name, right? It's gonna be very important to give them a name because we're gonna talk only to one person. And when we talk to one person, it's gonna be much easier to create the ads because we're not going after many. We're going only after one person. You can also create an image that represents them. And at the very end, we're gonna go into section 9, targeting your persona. And here I'm just gonna ask you to list 5 to 10 groups that your ideal customer attends. So what are the Facebook groups that they attend? Then I'm gonna ask you to list 5 to 10 Facebook pages that your customer likes. And then if you struggle a lot with answering those questions based on reading Reddit, Facebook groups, Twitter, I'm just gonna advise you to go to ChatGPT and ask the artificial intelligence to create your ideal persona instead of you. So I'm just gonna show you how it works. All we need to do is go to ChatGPT, and here you can choose 3.5 or 4. For this presentation, I'm gonna choose 4, although it's not needed. And you can also ask ChatGPT the following questions. So let's say your hypothesis is that you have an online course that helps mothers after birth lose weight, right? And I'm just gonna ask, create a customer persona for my online course, right? And you're gonna see it's gonna be pretty accurate. And also I can ask ChatGPT to create the demographic information. I can ask ChatGPT to give me the values and the belief of this persona, right? But here I have this customer persona for my online course. And as you can see, it's pretty accurate, right? So use ChatGPT to create the persona. I personally prefer reading Reddit, reading Facebook groups, going to places where I believe this ideal customer persona spends time. So it's gonna be extremely important just to immerse yourself into doing the work here and creating your ideal customer persona. So make sure you answer all the questions, and you need to do the questions to do the persona 2 or 3 times for different people, right? So yep, this was the training for today. And here another thing I would like to point out, I talk about audience message offer, right? This is the triangle, the 3 pillars of every successful marketing campaign. But once you understand marketing personas, it won't be audience anymore. It would be your perfect customer avatar. At the very top, you won't have offer. You're just gonna have your product. So it could be the 31-day fat burn challenge. Then if I want to sell the 31-day fat burning challenge to a person who is on YouTube, the best message would be, so you spend too much time making videos. What about, I know you lost weight. What about this 31-day fat burning challenge? If I want to sell my product, sell this 31-day challenge to person who sells high ticket coaching, I'll be like, you're spending too much time coaching people. As a result, I know you've neglected your health. You gained weight. That's why I've created the 31-day fat burning challenge. If I want to sell to a mom who just gave birth, my message would be completely different. That's why this triangle, the 3 pillars of every successful marketing campaign, is like super important, right? So after this video, what you need to do is to create at least 2-3 customer avatars, personas for your business, right? At the very top, you're gonna have your offer, and then you're gonna work on your personas. And another thing I would like to point out is what I call the gap in your marketing, right? And so this is something that I'm gonna ask you to start thinking about, because you're gonna go on forums, you're gonna talk to people, you're gonna create your customer personas. But this is what I call the marketing gap. And a lot of people struggle with this. So I'm gonna explain it real simple. Your end goal would be to sell your product, your online course, your coaching program. And you wanna sell this product to a specific customer persona. And with your marketing, you're building the bridge. So you're fulfilling the gap in your marketing. And how do you fulfill the gap? You fulfill the gap through creating irresistible Facebook ads. You need to have your copy on point. You need to have your images on point, so you can make people buy your products and services. So I'm just gonna ask you to think about this image a lot. And it's really simple. Marketing is really simple, but a lot of people make it complicated. What's the message that you need to tell your customer avatar so they buy your product? What's the process that they need to go through? What's the gap? So this is it. Start thinking about it. I'm gonna show you how you can do it in the next module number 3. But this is the training for the day. Now go ahead and create at least 2 or 3 marketing avatars using the worksheet I gave you. Please do the work. Don't forget giving your ideal customer a real name, right? So you need to complete the questions 2 or 3 times. And yep, this was the video training for today. And I'm gonna see you in the next module number 3, where we're gonna talk about creating Facebook ads that convert. Okay, so do the work, and I'm gonna see you in the next module.